Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar of Smarter 365. In today's webinar, I'm going to teach you how to manage your Microsoft 365 licenses, and I'm going to show you the benefits and features of our product, Smarter 365. My name is Madison, and I'm the marketing coordinator for the Business Software Center, so I will be hosting this, and then we also will have a live demo today that will be conducted by Phil Hames, who is our director of the Business Software Center. So before we begin, just keep in mind that this is a live event. You will have your opportunity for questions and answers at the end, but if you have any questions throughout the webinar, please text them in the chat box on the right-hand side, and we will get to them at the end. So for today's agenda, we have the introductions, which I've already been through, but I'm going to teach you a bit more about the Business Software Center, just in case you just heard about us recently. I'm going to teach you what we do. Then next, I'm going to show you the SaaS market and then review different SaaS management styles. And then I'm going to teach you how Smarter 365 fits with the SaaS management. And then Phil will take over and show a demo of our product. And then I will go ahead and review the benefits and features. And then I'll even show you how Smarter 365 helps with remote working. And then finally, we'll finish this up with the questions and answers section. So about TBSC, so here's our overview. The Business Software Center is an international company recognized as an expert in software licensing optimization. So we have offices in Basingstoke, United Kingdom, and Irvine, California in the USA. And we were established in 2004. Our primary focus is on SaaS management and SAM tools. And in this webinar, we're discussing Microsoft Office 365 as a no waste with our Smarter 365 tool. And then our mission statement is to move your business forward with quick, efficient, and cost-effective smarter software management. So here's a list of some of our customers that we've helped in the past. Great. So SaaS current market and key attitudes. So based on a 2019 TBSC survey involving over 250,000 employees using SaaS, we discovered that 75% of SaaS businesses are not tracking their SaaS usage and spending, or they're even unsure if they have any tracking solutions at all. So a majority of those also surveyed wanted an easy automated SaaS tracking solution, and the other 25% of the SaaS businesses surveyed have very poor complex tracking in place. So some of the quoted feedback that we received from this survey is listed here, and I'll read them out to you. One of them is, we see the benefits to SaaS usage tracking and have put the effort into effect this year, which is great. But unfortunately, what we also learned from this survey is that even though they have these efforts put into place, oftentimes they're very poor management systems. It's manual or even complex. Another quote we received was, our preferred method of SaaS tracking changes depending on the different company departments, which is very unfortunate. We really looked at this and we really put our heads together as a team, and we're trying to figure out the best way of making a solution that embodies everyone in every department rather than fragmenting. And then finally, we also received the feedback. Right now, we do not do SaaS tracking, but we are looking for ways to improve this. And that's great because our goal is to make SaaS management easy, efficient, and cost-effective with our smarter SaaS solution. And part of our smarter SaaS solution is Smarter 365. And so Smarter 365 will help track and monitor your Microsoft 365 software licenses. As you can see, there's this pie chart saying current preferred SaaS tracking methods. It's very fragmented. There's so many different ways of doing it. It's very complex, but we make it super easy with Smarter 365. So why exactly is SaaS preferred over traditional licensing management? I'm going to show you that here. So with traditional licensing management, you can either own it or lease it, and oftentimes it's very permanent. It's very binding in the contracts. It requires a lot of upgrades, maintenance, and hardware. Oftentimes it's complex with its terms and conditions, and usually it's compliance-y focused. Whereas with SaaS management, it's rented, which makes it super easy to use. With SaaS management being rented, that means it's a month-to-month subscription, so you can turn it on or off whenever you want, which also means that it's simple terms and conditions, and then it's also efficiency focused. So the SaaS commercial model is great for end users to understand. So this is the commercial model as we see it today compared to traditional licensing. So with traditional licensing, it's the blue line where you see it going up and down. And that is because with traditional licensing, they often release new versions, which causes a rise in sales, which you can see with the peak. And then as the sales decline, the trough occurs, and then they create a new version, and then it sells again. Whereas with SaaS, you can see it as the yellow line. It's gradually building up with subscribers and offers latest versions constantly. You can get them automatically updated. You don't have to worry about constantly buying the next version to stay up to date. And so here's an example of that with the SaaS market growth. You can see here the SaaS subscription growth over time since 2015 has been on a steady rise. All right, so how does Smarter 365 help SaaS? So with traditional SAM, it's usually compliance focused. It's on-premise install. The customer has to commit upfront to it, which makes it time consuming. And even the data capture is time consuming as well, because that requires the install. And then with Smarter 365, it's very efficiency focused. So it tracks the Microsoft Office 365 apps. It's a 30-day guarantee. It's a 10-minute setup. And what's really nice is it's agentless, so you can do it all through a web URL. And you have the one dashboard to view all of the licensing, and it's all automated. So that means we give you automatic ways to save on your licensing and optimize on your licensing. So SaaS management is a lot like inventory management. So whenever you go to manage your inventory, you're going to have the forensic analysis. And so you'll ask yourself the question, how many licenses do you need based on actual usage? And then another thing is with inventory management, you're going to optimize your purchasing. So a smart way of doing this is asking yourself, are your users on the right subscriptions? And then finally, you're going to do inventory control. So ask yourself, are you reharvesting these licenses, reallocating, or reusing them? And then the steps to managing Microsoft 365 subscriptions are very simple, but it's often very time consuming, especially if you're doing this manually. So here are some of the steps that you can take today to manage your Microsoft subscriptions. What do you want to manage? Just ask yourself first and foremost. And then you want to discover what's used and not being used. Then next, you want to compare what you're paying for, and then you're going to identify the variances. And all of this sounds very complex, very time consuming, very inefficient. Finally, you're going to have to take action on this, which often is time consuming as well. And then you keep repeating this process, especially if you are doing this month to month. It doesn't sound like too much fun to do, but lucky for you, we have Smarter 365, which does everything for you. Everything I just listed automatically makes it very easy to track and monitor your Smarter 365. Your Microsoft 365 subscriptions. So our Smarter 365 is a cloud-based SaaS management solution that optimizes your Microsoft 365 subscriptions. It automatically recommends how to reduce these IT costs and also finding the best Microsoft subscriptions for every user. Essentially, the outcome is a complete license overview, which gives a single detailed view of all your Office 365 app usage. So without further ado, I'm just going to dive right into the demo. I will pass off the webinar to Phil. He'll do the demo for you, and then I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Well, hello everyone, and thank you, Madison.
You're welcome. Sorry, Phil, I don't see the demo up yet. I'm sorry. I just see your face.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so you should see the screen with
Yes,
the various icons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm going to click on the Office 365. In the full Smarter SaaS product, you would be able to add in other SaaS technologies. But for the purposes of this demonstration, we're going to focus on Smarter 365. So as the dashboard loads up, we're going to go into the overall dashboard, which will show us the overview of the usage of Microsoft 365. So you'll see immediately that we've got at the top, we've got 6 boxes. And these 6 boxes are showing us that in this case, this particular customer has got about 64% usage of by active users. They're on a monthly contract, so they've got nearly £1,400 per month of opportunities to optimize. They haven't made any changes so far, so they've not clocked up any savings to date. But if they started to take some of these savings and automate some of the optimization benefits, they would start to see their savings to date as a result of using Smarter 365. We've got 3 boxes here, and we split the type of optimization benefits into 3 areas. One is surplus. So this is if you've got subscriptions that have never been allocated out to any users, so they've not been provisioned. Another is optimization. If a user was on the wrong type of subscription and they were not using them, then parts of it, and they could go on to a cheaper one, then it would clock up in this particular area as well. But in this case, for this particular customer, we can see that all of the benefit is coming from reharvest. And we can see here the graphs that support that.
My presentation. All right, so my presentation should be back up here. So thank you so much for doing that for us, Phil. As you can see, our team has worked really close with the members we surveyed to really bring you a great tool to monitor your Microsoft Office 365. And I'm just going to review everything that Phil showed you in the demo. So Smarter 365, the optimization features, there's 3 types of subscription inefficiencies, which are the reharvesting, the downgrade, and the surplus. So as you can see with the dashboard, you can get a closer look at different licenses you can reharvest, reallocate, different licenses that you can downgrade and save, and then also the licenses you're currently in surplus with. Now with traditional software asset management versus Smarter 365, I'm going to show you why Smarter 365 is a bit better than the traditional SAM. So with traditional SAM, it's often compliancy focused, it's on-premise installs, which we've talked about before. The customer has to commit up front, it's time consuming, and the Smarter 365 is very efficiency focused. So it tracks the Microsoft 365 apps. We offer the 30-day guarantee. It's a 10-minute setup and it's agentless. So I did go over this before, but it's just to reiterate again, this is a really excellent product. Smarter 365 is a no-waste service, so it helps track all your Microsoft 365 applications. It monitors usage effortlessly. This is all automatic, which is excellent. It gives you all the data that you need, so you never have to have unused subscriptions. And then it also helps you build usage of key applications. So currently in this climate, with everyone doing remote working now, this is especially important for your team's usage, and it also increases remote work productivity. You can save money month to month. You know, this is a month-to-month subscription, so you can flex your subscribers up and down. And then it helps you increase your return on investment with your IT. Now with supporting your remote workers with Smarter Teams, with our Smarter 365 Teams, which is the same as Smarter 365, it's just you have the Teams feature to look at the Teams usage specifically. You can optimize communication like chat, email, and videos. You can increase your work groups and team collaboration with our tool. You can identify those who need additional training. So say someone isn't using a certain feature, you can see that they're not using those features and then offer them additional training to help boost up their license usage. You can ensure that they're using up-to-date applications with this Smarter 365 tool. You can utilize web conferencing. It creates a very efficient virtual workspace, and it also lowers remote worker stress. So that means you're giving them the tools that they need to feel supported as remote workers. You're offering them the training and the support so they feel less stress having the tools that they need to communicate efficiently with their work team. So finally, I bring us to the 30-day free trial. So thank you for sticking with us with our webinar. We're very excited to bring Smarter 365 to you. And as our gift to you for joining us for our webinar, we would love to offer you a 30-day free trial. So this is just a 30 days for free. We're going to monitor your app usage from the past 180 days. And essentially what we're going to help you do is we're going to work with you to optimize your Microsoft 365 usage by helping review the data with you. And then you're going to learn how to optimize your subscriptions based off of the information that we're able to provide. So if you're interested in doing a 30-day free trial with us, please contact us. Very easy, just email us at sales@businesssoftwarecenter.com, or you can even visit our website and do the book demo or contact us option. So once again, we're just really excited about this product. Feel free to contact us for this 30-day free trial. Now, this is the end of our webinar, so I would like to open this up for questions and answers. And if Phil needs to add anything else to the presentation, feel free to do so. But yes, please send in your comments or questions right now, and we'll go ahead and answer them as they start coming in. Okay, let's see. All right, as of now, I still don't have any questions. I hope that means we covered everything that you needed to hear to help improve your Microsoft usage. Yes, Phil, did you have anything that you would like to add?
No, I think we've covered everything. No, I think everything's been covered in reasonable detail.
Okay, great. We actually have a question, which I'm excited about. Okay, so Anonymous asked us, what does the cost look like for Smarter 365? Could you help elaborate on that, Phil?
Yeah, sure. So I think we've got some attendees from the States and some from the UK, so and Europe. But I'm just going to say in UK currency, it starts from around 25 pence per user or subscriber per month. So you can convert that to your own currencies, about 30 euros or just over 30 US cents, and you can flex that up and you can add more subscribers or reduce the subscribers on a monthly basis.
Okay, I really hope that answers the question of the cost. Phil, we have another question coming in. It says, how long does it take to set up Smarter 365?
Yeah, usually about 5 minutes maximum. It's a very simple process. All we need is to have the admin credentials that you've got for the Microsoft 365 tenancy, and we can put those in. We can do it over a web call with you, or we can just send you the instructions and the link, and you can do that yourself, and away you go.
Yep, yeah, it is really easy. All right, I think that's all the questions we have. I'm going to leave it open for another minute or two, so please get your questions in now if you have any about Smarter 365. I don't need to publish your questions. I can read them anonymously. And if you want to ask us privately, please feel free to email sales@businesssoftwarecenter.com. Okay, I'm not seeing any new questions popping in, Phil. So I believe at this time we are going to complete the webinar. I hope we were able to help everyone see that managing their SaaS doesn't have to be hard. You can definitely use Smarter 365 to get the job done. All right, so thank you so much for joining our webinar. We appreciate your time, and I'm going to just remind you once more about our 30-day free trial. Please email us for this 30-day free trial, sales@businesssoftwarecenter.com. All righty, thank you so much.